Yeah. Good evening to you all, and thank you so much for being here, for showing up for practice, for making this time for self to alchemize internally, to just take this time to arrive with the self and process what you've been through this past week, process and arrive at that place that you wish to, and that is so beneficial, that place of inner balance, of deep peace, inner balance. We're having some beautiful news in the collective. There's some words now that are dying down, at least on the surface, but things are calming down. So it's more, we're feeling a little bit more hopeful that we as humans are able to make and maintain peace. And the more we bring that within ourselves, the more we can see it around us as well. So what we do with ourselves influences so much what we do outside and what we experience outside of ourselves. So the 6 healing sounds is an emotional pacifier, but it also works on the physical body by regulating the internal health of one of the organs, and also on the spiritual body of those organs. We are going in the creative cycle, as in we start with the lungs. Yes, so in the mountains, we find the water, then we move to the water element, the kidneys. After the kidneys, the water feeds the wood element, corresponding for the liver. Following from that, from the liver, the wood keeps the fire burning. We're moving on to the heart element. The ashes of the fire are transformed back into earth. And then we're going to our spleen, pancreas, stomach, the earth element. And ending with a triple sound. So that's the cycle. And very, very important is just to, again, drop down and connect inwardly. And the most important organ to connect with right now is your heart, because it is in direct connection, direct communication with all the other organs. So if you can have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, on your dantian. Yeah, then just arrive. Deep breathing in your belly. Feel the warmth of your hands, nourishing your heart center. And your belly rising and falling. Rising and falling. That's it. Going into your conscious, connected breathing. Mm. And feel that warmth, that smile. And offer your heart a big smile. Your heart energy. We want to connect with this smile and smile into all the major internal organs. The smiling, bringing the colors of a healthy organ. The virtues corresponding to this organ will help alchemize internally. That's it. Just connect to that which you love, which you can love. That makes you smile. And then expand from there. Mm. Beautiful. Just connecting to the love itself, it gives a warmth to the body and to the whole system, to the belly, to the entire organ system. Yeah, that's it. A beautiful connection to love itself. That which we can love. Wonderful. So from this state of full acceptance, we're going to move and scan organ by organ. Remember how important it is to smile with love and acceptance, organ by organ. So here we are, bringing our hands to our chest. We're just going to scan the first organ, and that is the lungs. And we know that in the lungs, the feelings of sadness, of depression, right? The lack of strength, of courage, those are the ones that inhibit. So we want to search to see if there's anything like that that brings us down, right? That's it. So, mm. So we're looking for sadness or depression. Mm. Mm. And then we're going to move our hands up. Remember to stretch the thumbs and the pointing finger. We know they are the ones that are along the meridians of the lungs and large intestine, the corresponding, and do the sound S. Then come with your hands down on your knees. That's it. And bring the energy all the way down into the earth to be recycled. Here we go again. So we're going to scan again. Feelings of sadness, of depression, any thoughts around that, any heaviness around that. That's it. Bring it in your field of awareness. Bring your hands up. Stretch up, look up, and bring your hands back down on your knees. That's it. Let it all go down to Mother Earth to recycle, to absorb all negativity. Mm, beautiful. So this time, gonna just look one more time what is there, and we're going to look into finding the connection up in our brain with these emotions. So when we do the sounds, I invite you to move your eyes left to right and delete any connection to those feelings of sadness or depression. Super. Yes, now our lungs are empty. They're wanting some new chi. Beautiful. They're wanting that beautiful new chi. So we're going to draw this white, radiant light. You can picture your connection to Venus as a planet and imagine the brightest star in our, uh, you know, in our eye field when we look on the sky, it's Venus, right? So imagine that beautiful, shining star energy on your chest and absorb that white shining on your chest and connect to the virtues, connect to your righteousness, connect to your strength. Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to fill our lungs, and we can do this simply again by doing the sound. Or I love the way Master Chia did it last time on the stage. He drilled almost a spiral and that's it, brought the energy of the universe into the lungs. So took a good inhale with a new chi energy back into the lungs. So imagine that to connect to that beautiful stellar, vibrant, white energy. And inhale it like you inhale through a straw through your mouth and take it all the way deep into your lungs. Beautiful. And now just sit with your sense of righteousness, with your sense of strength. Just sit with these beautiful feelings, with your integrity, with your confidence, and your courage. Sense your chest being full with the light of courage. Mm, beautiful. So in the mountains, we find the waters, and next we're going to move to our kidneys. Uh, as it's best to take any opportunity to stimulate the kidney, I invite you to just give them a little rub with this part of the hand, just to warm them up, to give them a little shake, a little hello. That's it, it filters, it activates. Beautiful. Here we are. So we're going to take our hands and our awareness to the kidneys and scan left to right. And we're scanning for any fear in our life. So fear is the predominant emotion that would just impact the kidneys. We want to scan to see if there is any fear in our life. Also, feelings of loneliness, as well as isolation, and what's called existential fear or paranoia. So if there is any overthinking, also can do that. So pretty much fear related, because when we are together, there is no such thing as fear. When we're together, we're a lot stronger. We're meant to live in a, to live in bigger groups. We're social beings. So to release, bring your hands around your knees, have your eyes facing up, just like that. That's it. That's it. And of course, if you are on a chair, keep your feet on the ground. That's it. And the sound to release, right? So you just arch your back just to open the kidney area more often and release with the sound. Goody. Here we go again. Another scan. See if there is anything else that comes to the surface related to fear. Any fear that might impact, that might make us feel a bit frozen in our emotions. Any feelings of loneliness that might impact in the same way. So if there is, we don't want them. They have no place there. All right, so wrap your hands around your knees, bring your eyes up and release with a sound. I'm sure after all these stretches and awareness, it's already feeling lots lighter. Let's just give it one last scan, and this time also erase it from our brain, any connection to any thoughts related to fear or loneliness. There's no place for those there. So let's just move in. Is there anything left there? What is it? And let's see how it connects to any thoughts in the mind. That's it. Bring your hands around your knees, bring your eyes up, and we're gonna do good release and move the eyes from left to right. That's it. And just delete any connection to the fears. All right. Nice and light now. Now the kidneys are very hungry for this new light energy. So we're going to breathe in the blue light for the kidneys, both for our yin and for our yang kidneys, so left and right. And again, you can just bring it with your mind's eyes and awareness, the warmth of your palms over the kidneys, and visualize a warm blue light, or breathe in again the cosmic light. That's it, expanding in your mid-thoracic and expanding, giving room for the kidneys. That's it. And we're going to connect with the beautiful feelings of wisdom, yeah, of fearlessness, of gentleness, of softness. So those are the qualities that that's it. And we're not in a frozen state, we're in a state of softness and gentleness. That's the extreme, and that's where we want to live. That is the good, positive, yummy extreme. We call it extreme. It's just the reality for a lot of us. We definitely want it as a reality and our reality. Right, shall we just give it one last time, just that, just absorb in the gentleness, the softness. That's it. That beautiful blue light, that oceanic light. You can visualize a calm ocean washing over the kidneys. Wow, it's powerful. So from this, we're going to move to our biggest organ, and that is the liver. And it's holding quite a bit. We know it's holding, people that are liverish are quite angry, right? So if there is any anger we've expressed and we haven't yet transmuted, we need to look for it. So look for any anger, look for any jealousy, any frustration, right? So what is it related to that? Frustration. We had a bit of that earlier. No fault of our own. Yeah. Frustration, over controlling. Any of that? And now we're going to interlace the fingers and move our hands to the left. Open the side of the liver. Lift the eyes up and release with a sound. Shh. That. And then come down with your hands on your knees. That's it. Let Mother Earth take any negative energy. That's it. Breathe in. And exhale any negativity down, down, down into the earth related to such emotions. Right. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's check again. Is there anything else we want to bring in our field of awareness? Anything else on our right side, just underneath our ribs? So, yeah. Anything else? Because we know that if we clear out anger, all of a sudden we've got this abundance of chi, which is incredible. When we want to get to that beautiful, warm, moist, steamy, abundant chi, abundant chi. So let's just see if there are other moments of anger that would just not allow for that beautiful, flourishing chi to be there. So anything else? Any frustration or irritability? And gosh, with so much tech these days, it's easy not. So any irritability. Now let's bring our hands, interlace our fingers, and then move to the left. Bring your eyes up and shh. That's it. Beautiful release. And now last time. Let's check into yeah, any other feelings of upset or irritability. Anything else that might want to come up into our field of awareness to transmute right now. Beautiful. Yeah. Just draw it out with your intention, with your heart's energy and with your palm's energy. Just draw it out. Right. And this time we're going to bring our hands again to the sound. Let go of all of that. That's it. And move our eyes left, right. Mm. Let go any connection to that identity within us. We think that we might or we have to have that vibration, that energetic print. We're just gonna, that's it. Just use our eyes like an absolute eraser. Whew. Just command it. That's it. Command your thoughts and your energy. Beautiful. That's it. Forgive, forget, let go. Mm. Mm. And now the liver, it's a lot clearer and it's ready to absorb the new energy. So we're going to bring that beautiful green emergent energy into the liver. So we're going to connect with a lush green quality. Jupiter in the sky has a green hue. I had the beautiful opportunity to look through a very performant telescope, and it's a beautiful green hue. Yeah, so just connect to that, just like Mars has that reddish, and Venus had that whitish, and Saturn that yellowish. There's the truth with the colors and the organs, yeah, and the planets. There's an absolute truthful connection there. So now connect to that. If you want to just connect to the star, right? So connect to that energy from the star and bring it, breathe it in. That green lush. That's it. And now it's time to bring in what this liver is capable of, and that is the kindness and the generosity. The kindness and generosity for life to carry us through. The hope, the forgiveness. Right? When there is hope, there's more allowing for that chi to come in abundance. We want to keep that hope going. Mm. Beautiful. Just sit with that green lush. Bring the color in your field. Remember that your eyes connect straight to your liver, and rest them as much as you can on green pastures. It will affect the energy of your liver, and directly those feelings of hopefulness, right, of kindness, directly it will increase your chi many times fold. You know how it feels when you are in nature. So connect to that green color, aliveness. Beautiful. Well, now we know that the chi of the liver, the wood element, it's maintaining the fire of the heart. So we're going to move through the heart and scan for impatience, for hastiness, for hatred. Those are the three major. And with this rapid moving life can just happen to us all. And we just want to let go, really forgive ourselves and just let go of them. Is there any impatience, harshness? Gotta do, gotta move, move away. And any feelings of separation. Because when there are feelings that we are also different, then big ruptures occur. Okay. Oh, all right. So let's move, interlace our fingers, move our hands to the left. That's it. And release the hotness of the heart with a beautiful. Now we're going to come back to the heart and scan again. Scan again for those feelings. Separation, hatred, impatience. Or pride. Or moments of bitterness. Yeah, don't want those. So if there is anything like that, let's just release it. Let's just transform it. So we're going to bring our hands stretch towards the right, bring our hands up and release with a that's it. Now bring your hands to your knees again. And let it go. Forgive, forget, let go. That's it. Let Mother Earth absorb any negativity like that. And be assured in your power to transform, to alchemize any feelings like that. Beautiful. So we're going to scan again. Patience, harshness, bitterness, any ego first, any separation. And we're going to let this go. And this time erase it from our minds, any connection to thoughts of the sort in the mind. You can pick one in particular and just lift your hands up, move your eyes to up and to that's it to the top, move them from left to right. That's it. And just forgive, forget, let go, release that. That's it. Now you have this clarity of the heart, and the heart is asking for joy. It's asking for happiness. So we're going to connect with this. We're going to connect to the red color. That's the color of the heart. And we know when we have that red color, red effect, when we work with the red, when we wear red, when there is more of that quality, things get, how can I call it, accelerated. So people that don't have much fire in their chart are recommended to wear more red, right? So we want to bring that love, yeah, that love, that acceptance, that joy, that happiness, that feeling of unity. and ultimately of compassion. And again, you can breathe in cosmic light. And just sit with the virtues of love. And there are so many beautiful qualities related to the heart, the warmth, the goodness, the acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, the honor, loyalty, sincerity, reverence, and harmony. So it's a beautiful big list there. So connect to those, your sincerity, your harmony. That's it, the harmony within. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, that summer-like feeling. Mhm. Yeah, beautiful harmony. So we know fire, when it burns, transforms into ashes, and we're going to move to our spleen. And we know that if we go into any stresses, that is when our digestion goes off a little bit. So any tightness that might happen here when we don't digest life, it will show here. So we're going to look for any feelings of insecurity or anxiety. Those are the biggies when it comes to the spleen. Mm. Right. And this time we're going to put our fingers just underneath our rib into the spleen, and we're going to release with a sound how, like ha, right? And it's a guttural sound. Mm. Mm. Good. Super, we're creating space. Here we are again, scanning again. So any stress, any worry, right? And this is where self-doubt might be. Because if there is any self-doubt, then anxiety can arise, right? So in order for this, the energy of the stomach, spleen, pancreas to flow well, we just need to see if there is any self-doubt at all. That's it. And then let's just go and release it out. Mm. Creating lightness. And here we are again. We're just going to scan one last time. And then after this scan, we're also going to delete it from the brain. So again, scan for any. Mm. Yeah, Beautiful. That came into awareness now. It feels like it's gone. Oh, it's good practice. Mhm. Yeah, any neediness we want to release. So anything to do with the ground itself. Yeah. Oh, mm. That's it. Let it all go. Any anxiety, just suck it through your hands. Suck it out of you. You want a complete flow of openness there. Beautiful. So we're going to, again, into the spleen. And then move your eyes left, right, connection to the thought. Be erased. Yeah. Any thoughts like that? Be gone. Now you can just relax for a minute, have your hands on your knees, and that's it. Let Mother Earth absorb any other negativity related to that. And just relax in your flow. That's it, breathing deep, feeling how your stomach expands. Feeling in a state of openness, openness for life itself. That's it, that feeling of ease, of expansion, of flow. Yes, openness for life itself. Now we're going to connect and bring in the yellow light. So the Saturn is the planet that's corresponding to the spleen, pancreas, stomach, so this area. And bring in a radiant yellow color. That's it. Connect to something solar. We know that when we want to work with our power, with our openness for life, it's good to work with the solar energy. So you can bring that, yes, the solar energy into this area as well. Beautiful. And we're going to connect with our contentment, with our trust. Yes, because when we trust life, we are in a complete flow and openness. That's it. So the virtues of contentment, of trust. And we're also going to connect with our feelings of being grounded and feeling supported. Could be a support of one another, could be the support of Mother Earth. But it's a very important part for us as a human being to feel that we are in a network of support, that we feel supported, right? Supported by the earth, supported in a relation of mutual support. So just breathe in that openness into a feeling of groundedness, of support. Openness. Yeah. And ultimately of empathy. They say there are species of dolphins, for instance, that display a great empathy, and that is because they live together. You don't see a dolphin by himself. They always live with other dolphins, so their empathy is very high. We're gonna connect to that feeling of empathy. Mm. Beautiful. And if you feel like absorbing those lights, the rays, and expand into your diaphragm whilst you do that, bring that yellow light wonderful. Yeah, beautiful release. And for the last sound, I invite you to be as comfortable as you can. You can lie down, you can lean against your chair, just stretch your legs as we are going to connect to our triple warmer. Right, so the three dantians, the head, the upper thoracic, the lower thoracic, and then down to our legs. We're going to bring our hands all the way at the top, and the sound that we're going to do is that, integrating, arriving at a place of balance. One last time, breathe in, bring your hands up, and beautiful. Just sense that deep restfulness inside. Wonderful. Thank you. I will leave you in this wonderful state of deep restfulness. Thank you so much for your time to showing up for practice tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night rest. Thank you so much.